Good evening, Los Santos. I'm Benini's with Weazel News. Tonight, we take you on a journey through a city that seems to have forgotten what order looks like, or perhaps just stopped pretending to care. It started with a chase, one that involved multiple suspects dressed as rabbits. If it sounds ridiculous, it was. And yet, for some reason, no one was laughing. After the pursuit, Weazel News turned its attention to Los Santos Medical Center where the suspects were being treated. We found conditions that raised more than a few eyebrows. The waiting room was empty, but the floor wasn't. Stains of vomit, human waste, and a smell that could only be described as institutional neglect. If this is what we can see from the lobby, we're left to wonder what's happening behind closed doors. And then came the reports. People behaving violently, erratically, and in some cases with total disregard for life. Eyewitnesses described scenes more in line with a containment breach than your average crime spree. So, we followed the trail, straight to the Vespucci Police Department, where we were granted a look inside their holding cells. What we found was bleak. Overcrowding, neglect, and an attitude from some officers that suggested human rights are more of a courtesy than a policy. One officer told us, off camera, that these individuals don't deserve comfort. No clarification was offered on what counts as comfort. Water? Clean air? Dignity? Tonight, we ask the questions the city won't. What happens when the system meant to protect us stop pretending they do? And how much longer can we call this functional? But before we dive into the chaos, we turn now to someone who knows the streets of Los Santos better than most. Now, before we show you just how far this city spiraled, let's hear from someone who's been saying it for years, Tina Malone. Unhoused, unfiltered, and somehow the most reasonable voice in Los Santos.
Hello, Los Santos. This is your number one favorite skid talking, Tina Malone, but as y'all know, the streets call me Toothless. I just want to raise awareness of the skids of Los Santos. Basically the homeless people that be living on the streets right here. We could really use the help of the Los Santos people to up ourselves to become better, to gain more money and live like everyone else do. What I think I'm gonna do is set up a GoFundMe, so y'all could help me out a little bit, and yeah, just be mindful of the people that live on the streets. We got feelings too.
As Tina fights for dignity on the streets, the rest of the city fights something else entirely: chaos and neglect, and the kind of violent absurdity that would be laughable if it weren't so real. Here's what happened last night.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I did not mean to do that. My bad, officer. Well, I'm a little new to this.
Swan dive. Your little wrist.
Yeah, what I mean by my little whiff.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good shit. That's good shit right there.
Ain't got no t-shirt on, took you down.
God.
Next
Get this-
criminal.
Yeah, I'm pretty soggy right now from the officers cuffing me up. I rubbed some wet cheese on me every day.
Pan to the
It's my
side.
it's my perfume.
Pan to the side.
Oh yeah, that's some good stuff, officer.
Just gonna go ahead and get your name and all that. Just give me 1 sec,
Yeah, my
alright?
name's Miss Tedder.
What can we do?
Alright, listen. I'm gonna keep this real fucking simple.
Looks like we got two
first things
hostages
first.
and 4
Shut the-
suspects.
First things first, we want that fucking wig.
We want
What?
it right
My
now.
calves
We
are
want
burning.
the
You
wig.
And you know I got a
your
wig. And you know I got a wig on.
We want the wig.
We know who you are.
We're
Where's
Even
Travis
my
with
Wick
your
name?
around
wig.
here.
Jimma tell ya you're not fooling anybody.
Whose
Give
wig
us
is
the
this?
wig. And I bet it's Cat's.
Oh, you're a real piece of shit. How do you know that?
Give us the
Because
wig.
I know Cat
Oh,
and I
you're
know
a real
her hair
piece of
color
shit.
from anywhere.
Take the wig off. We want it. Good boy.
Both of them.
Thank God. Oh God.
Both of them.
Good boy.
My calves burn so bad.
Oh, you piece of
Give it
shit.
to me. Give it to
You
me.
piece of fucking shit. That's the only thing I had. Hold my fucking knife together, you piece of shit.
Next.
What
This
up, Weazel
Vangelicos.
News? Oh,
What's
wait.
up, Weasel News? About to get away from the police. They're not really on shit. You're about to watch a live chase, a real raw one. It's gonna be real quick. We got the best getaway driver.
gonna-
The bald motherfucker over there can't even see next week.
I can see.
We're about to hit the cops like this.
Free passage, and they took my fucking.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here from Weazel News in the canals here, just below south side. We just had an officer, Jim Attelia, right along here in an active 1080 pursuit. Multiple armed and dangerous bunny rabbits seem to have fallen off this bridge and blew up their car. Officers now are on the scene, actively helping these individuals to see if they can get the care they need, and of course send them away for doing such these heinous crimes. Please check in back with us and we'll get the news here shortly. Hello, my name is Jonah Liggins here with Weasel News, live from the scene. We're reporting back on this crazy crash accident with these bunny rabbit armed individuals. Here we have what is your name, sir?
Name's Officer Dustin, or Cadet Dustin.
Cadet Dustin. Cadet Dustin, can you give us a little bit of information on what's going on down here on the scene?
Alrighty, so as we can see it, we were in a high-speed pursuit, and we were trying to tag them, and next thing we know, they came off the freeway, they hit the freeway jump, and then next thing I knew, I just heard a big old kaboom. We came down here, found the car flipped over with 4 bunny rabbits in it.
Oh my, you heard that here first, folks. This crazy jump that happened, a freeway jump, caused this accident. We're going to get you some more information and be back shortly. Thank you very much, Officer Cadet. You have given us some very insightful information today. Once again, this is Jonah Liggins with Weasel News, and we'll see you soon. Hello, my name is Jonah Liggins, live here with Weasel News. I'm here with Officer Seymour Cracks. He's going to give us a little more insight into his role here during this insightful chase. What can you explain to us today, Mr. Seymour Cracks?
You know, you live by the fire, you die by the fire. These suspects couldn't keep their hands, or couldn't keep their heads from exploding. Back-to-back incidents involving explosions. I mean, you know, you can't escape your fate, and I think this is evidence of that fact. When you break the law, you'll end up upside down on fire, exploded in the canals.
Wow, that definitely is. I think this definitely is a true testament. You heard it here, folks. Their hands are exploding, heads are exploding. Live by the fire. Officer Seymour Cracks here gives us truthful statements here. Once again, we'll come back to you, of course, with some more information on this news. I am Jonah Liggins, signing off. Hello,
Hey, not
my
to
name is
interrupt
Jonah
you
Liggins
guys.
from Weasel. Oh,
Sorry.
you're interrupting. You're interrupting the live
I'm
take,
so
sir.
sorry, but you can't record right here.
Hello, Jonah Liggins back here again. Sorry about that little interruption earlier. We were currently being pushed away from the medical room by the officers, not allowed back here, but apparently multiple people and visitors are allowed inside the room. However, they seem to have quite the bias against Weasel News. We're here. We see the individuals currently getting medical treatment. I'm sure we might be able to interview them as well as get a few shots of seeing what they're going to be arrested with. We'll keep you more updated here further. This has been Jonah Liggins. Thank you very much for watching Weasel News. Hello.
Excuse me,
how
I
are you
need you
doing?
to
My name is
remove
Jonah
yourselves
Liggins.
now, or you will be trespassed from the premises. This is your last warning.
Welcome back to Weasel News. My name is Jonah Liggins. Just a few developments here inside of this atrocious hospital. It seems that we have been pushed out into the lobby. It seems our services are not required nor welcomed here. Although I do feel quite grateful. As we can probably pan around here, there's shit and vomit everywhere. It is quite the mess and organization here at this hospital. I'm surprised that they are even still functioning. That gives us some concerns to these bunnied individuals as well, and maybe their rooms might be infected. We'll keep you live updates, of course, from the news. Jonah Liggins. We are back with Weasel News. My name is Jonah Liggins, reporting live. This just in, the hospital seems to be on some major lockdown. The police presence here at every entrance. We can almost assume that some of these criminal bunnied individuals might be some high-ranked individuals, perhaps maybe that of even the SAMS themselves. Who knows? We're going to get to more details, but the lockdown has definitely caused some cause of concern, especially for the locals around here, as no medical treatment has been allowed in the hospital since these individuals have been entered. We'll get you live updates. This has been Jonah Liggins. Thank you for watching Weazel News. The hospital seems to be on some major lockdown here tonight. Is there any speculation that these individuals might be some, what is it, high class individuals, some well-known celebrity perhaps?
So right now, I can't really say much about it. Myself, I don't really know what's going on. All that I'm being told is that the hospital staff told me to make sure that no one comes into the staff only section. So can't really say much until our press releases it. So that's pretty much all I can say right now.
Okay, understood. Any speculations or ideas who these individuals might be? Do you know who these individuals are yet?
No, we have not identified anyone. We're trying to, they're just in a deep surgery, so we're trying to get them back. And then after that, once we take them to the police station, we'll go and do IDs. And then more than likely, our press will go ahead and come out with the names and individuals.
And my last question for you, sir, what do you think about the state here of this hospital? Obviously, I mean, there's shit there at the front door, the vomit in the hallways. Is this normal for you?
Well, to be honest, right now there's, people come in every day and do all this, and right now we only have one EMS currently.
Ma'am, how do you feel about the recent no press? Has the PD been treating you right?
Robbed. We was
Let's get outta
robbed. We
here.
were tortured by the police.
Okay.
They pushed
Wow,
us over
you're
the
tortured.
ramp.
Oh my! And
Remember-
what do you think about the state of the hospital? What do you have to think about that?
Covered in poo. It's
Covered
poo.
in
It's
shit.
so dirty in there.
You heard it here. Hospital covered in shit. Police officers torturing criminals.
Yeah.
Sir.
No
for the
statements
cameras,
at this
what
time.
Do you think?
He said
what
no
do you think about
statements.
the
Back
how
up.
the
No
PD
statements
treating
at
you?
Back
this
up.
time.
Back up.
The cops harassed us and beat us and tortured us because they're lying. They do it to themselves, living a life of crime, jumping off of bridges and exploding. Need I say
Wow.
more?
Yeah. A question for you, actually. You said that one of these individuals shot a hostage in the back of the head over Doritos.
Yeah, not one of these, but just before we picked up Miss Bindi here, we had a Mrs. Jesus, and she, let's just say the store clerk is probably going to be in critical condition for a long time. Out of just blatant disregard for human life, shot him in the back of the head.
So you're telling me these criminals here have no regard for anybody's life but their own?
Not even their own. Did you see that jump?
Not even.
They skyrocketed off the bridge, landed nose first. The whole car went up in flames, and they were on fire upside down in the canals.
Wow. No life, no human life at all. Wow. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Streets of terror, mass criminals on the loose, no fear of life for yours or their own. Please be on the watch and please stay safe. This has been Jonah Liggins with Weazel News. This is Jonah Liggins. They arrested me at the hospital after talking about the state of their affairs, and oh my God, they're gonna. Welcome back to Weazel News. This is Jonah Liggins reporting to you live, detained inside of one of these jail cells. It seems that the officers, LSPD officers, and some of the rumors about them could be true, as they have put me in this room here. Looking around, there is a table and some two chairs. These chairs look like to be made out of paper mache, but in the toilet, of course, backed up. Living conditions does not seem right down here in the cell. So I'm just gonna go ahead and see how comfy these beds are. Oh, this is just unacceptable here. This is unacceptable. Please go ahead and wish me luck down here. This officer, if you can go ahead and officer, what was your name one more time?
Seymour Cracks.
Officer Seymour Cracks. Yeah, Officer Seymour Cracks is currently taking care of me. Hopefully I can get out of here soon. This has been Jonah Liggins reporting from you live down here in LSPD cell block number 1.
Officer, all that I asked you is, do you think that people deserve to have basic human rights?
And you know what I said?
You said
Do you
no.
think
You
that
said
people-
yes,
No.
except criminals.
No, I said yes. But do you think that these people that don't even value their own life, do you think that they give a fuck about this situation when they're
So is your
driving off
goal-
of bridges.
So is your goal to just get them off the streets for good and not behind bars? Do you want to help them live a better life, or do you want them to just keep falling into the same patterns? Because maybe if we treated them differently, they would turn their lives around. And you have no way to say that they wouldn't, because you've never tried it, and you don't give a shit about what their living conditions are like here in the cells. And so, another day ends in Los Santos, with more questions than answers, more chaos than calm, and more rabbits than any of us asked for. From the streets to the cells, from broken systems to the voices left unheard, one thing is clear. Pretending everything is fine doesn't make it true. But as always, Weazel News will keep asking the uncomfortable questions until someone finally gives a real answer. For now, stay safe, stay skeptical, and stay classy, Los Santos.